Hello, and welcome back to the United Way for the Manchester United versus Burnley Premier League preview. Another game. This has been recorded a day after we beat Sheffield United, so there's no time again to lie on that win. We have to move on. Games are coming thick and fast now. You know the season's coming to an end when games come thick and fast. But we do face Burnley on Saturday, the 27th of April at 3 p.m. So it's a 3 p.m. kickoff. And as you can see, there will be a lot of watching on with myself. Again, 2:45. I mean, look, the reason why we don't go live for games like these because they're not really big games. Like, it's not a Manchester derby. It's not Man United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, even Newcastle. So, you know, these kind of games would be 2:45. So 15 minutes before kickoff, go through team now, see what team's been lined out, and basically talk about the expectations for the game. So please do like the video, comment your thoughts on the upcoming game, and do subscribe if you haven't already. Much appreciated. Please do hit that notification bell to get notified every time we go live and publish a pre-recorded video. And by the way, this is a pre-recorded video, so if you do comment and I do not reply, I'm not being ignorant. It is a pre-recorded video. It will be put up as a premiere, but I'll be in the comments anyway, so do comment and I'll get back to you through the comments, through the live chat. But this is not a live, just to warn. I'd never leave you hanging when you comment, you know. And also do follow our socials as well. Links in the description. We much appreciate. We're on 900 subs. We are on 900 subs. I don't know how I forgot to mention that at the very start. We've reached 900 subs. 100 subscribers away now from the promised land. From 1,000. We will get there. We will get there. Will it be slowly but surely? Go through the tough times. We'll get there. But to everyone who subscribed to the channel and the socials, legends, big up. And the people that interact, because the problem is sometimes you get subscribers and they don't interact, you never see them again. But yeah, look, do subscribe if you haven't already. Get us to 901. But look, let's jump into the preview. So, I mean, look, listen, Burnley, 19th in the Premier League, relegation. Relegation troubles for them. But look, I want to start off with us. I want to start off with our form coming into this game, because as you can see below, you know, below the form, 2 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss. So we lost against Chelsea 4-3. We drew against Liverpool 2-2. We drew against Bournemouth 2-2. We did draw 3-3 against Coventry. We beat them on penalty. So if you see the little P there, that means we won. And we beat Sheffield United 4-2 yesterday, if you're watching this on a Thursday. So 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss. So only lost coming against Chelsea. We look at that Chelsea loss, 2-0. You know, Manchester United found themselves 2-0 down, back 2-2, 3-2. They get a penalty, which wasn't a penalty. Things go arseways since. But even though we've been playing poor in our previous 5 and more, we'll look at these games in general because our previous 5, we only have a loss to our name. So we're playing rubbish, but we only lost 1, and some would say we shouldn't have lost that, but it is what it is. So it's a bit weird. It's a bit weird. You don't know what way to make of it. I will admit, Bournemouth should have beat us. Coventry maybe should have beaten us. Sheffield United, we deserve to win. Chelsea, maybe we deserve to win. Yeah, I know we found ourselves 2 goals down, but we played fairly well since we got back 2-2. Liverpool, all right, maybe we should have lost that game, but then look, they got a late penalty, which probably wasn't a penalty. So there's arguments for them 5 games, and it is very weird at Manchester United. I mean, look at the win against Sheffield. We dominated. We had a lot of the ball, a lot of possession-based football. Jason Wilcox, don't know what story is with that. Supposedly he asked for possession-based football or something crazy like that. I really don't know. But the problem is, and I don't want us to do it against Burnley or any team, not just Burnley. Don't do anything stupid. Like I said, we were dominating Sheffield United, hitting them. Just couldn't find a way. Onana gets the ball, tries to give it out to Dallo left back. Short pass, poor pass. I forget the name of the player. Came up on the right, took the loose ball, back in net, 1-0, undeservedly so. We can't do it, and the midfield don't lose the ball. Don't do anything stupid. If you do it, because we're inviting trouble, and if you're facing a team that you're dominating, but you give them a sniff of an opportunity or a chance, they'll get momentum. The adrenaline be running, like, right, we can do this. We can, we can actually score a few against these. We can't do anything stupid, because Burnley, I'd say, well, again, I wouldn't say they're a whole lot better than Sheffield United, but they have Foster, they have Larson. They're kind of their men. Two strong, tall, physical players. Where Sheffield United had Burton Diaz and Archer. Again, I back us to win this game. I think we will win this game. I feel like it'd be similar to the Sheffield United game. I do think so. I do think maybe Burnley will probably have more chances than Sheffield United, but we need to be tired, because the 2 goals that Sheffield United got should have been better defended. Should have been better. That Onana howler, that should never, ever have mistakes like that, but he has it in him. And then the second goal, I felt like it was too easy for them. I really felt like it was too easy for them. So in this game, Vincent Kompany, will he go with a 4-4-2? Will he go with a 5-3-2? It'd be interesting to see how Vincent Kompany shapes up. And I do imagine he'll go defensively. So I do think he'll go defensive. But you look at Burnley, you look at Burnley, for instance, who are coming into this game after beating Sheffield United 4-1. And again, I know it's only Sheffield United. I totally understand that, but it's a win, and they need a win. They need wins. They need points on the board. Vincent Kompany likes to go with a 4-4-2. That's his main kind of system. And I feel like he'll go the same on Saturday, because the thing is about Vincent Kompany, he's come to Old Trafford, Manchester City legend, former captain. Not only will he want to win, because Burnley, they're in a relegation battle and he needs points to stay up, but he's beaten Manchester United, who he hates. So look, it's one of the reasons why I really hope we smash Burnley, because Vincent Kompany, has to be said, he was a brilliant player for Man City legend, which does not really make them, because they're a shit club. But yeah, look, I do hope we can, and the decision making too, because yes, against Sheffield United, and not just Sheffield United in previous games, but Sheffield United, for instance, there was a time in the game where Garnacho and someone gave a ball through to Rasmus, and Garnacho and Rasmus didn't. The ball with them were like, who's going to go for this? You go, and then we fluffed it, and there was a few times when, and Rasmus, when he was in a good position, he still ran forward. So positioning, better decision making, and hit them, take shots, test the keeper, because Bruno done it against Fotheringham, who was, Fotheringham, I know he lost 4-2, but if he wasn't in goal for yesterday for Sheffield, it could have been more. Really could have been more. It was brilliant for him. Test the keeper. Test, what's his name? I forget the ump's name again, to be brutally honest with you. But you can't have all the ball, be dominating, and you don't score. Goals win you games. You can't have that. And again, we just need to gain the control again. Again, we had a lot of possession in the game against Sheffield United. I do feel like that's something we'll expect. I still think we'll have a lot more ball. I feel like Burnley will sit back and try and beat us on the counter attack because look, yes, Manchester United aren't playing great this season. Yes, we've been woeful at times, if not all the time. But we do have threats. You have Garnacho, you have Rasmus, you have Bruno Fernandes, you have Kobe Mainoo, you have Marcus Rashford if he's back. I know he's poor, but still you have Anthony, you have Ahmad. There are, again, I know when I say some of them players out, they aren't threats, but when our players turn up and play well, they're threats, obviously. I mean, look, we faced these last time out and we beat them, I think it was 1 or 2-0, I think it was. I know Bruno scored. Maybe think we scored another one, maybe. Penalty, I think it was. I don't know, I wouldn't be sure. It was that far back, I couldn't remember. So, what I want us to do is, I really, and I don't hate Marcus Rashford, I don't. I like him. Manchester United player. You know, some look up to him. But if he is available for this game, I wouldn't start him. Because what I did like from the attack yesterday, oh man, look, I wouldn't say we are a threat, but I felt like we had a bit more about us. I felt like there was no pressure. I mean, look, Bruno was spectacular against Sheffield. You know, a brilliant man the match. He had a leader performance, if that makes sense. He performed like a leader. And look, I know it's only Sheffield United. I know that. I'm not alluded to that. But he played well. And there's times this season where Bruno has got us out of situations. There's time where Bruno Fernandes has got us into tough situations. But this game, he didn't. He got himself 2 goals, one from the penalty spot, another brilliant goal from outside the box. Well timed, well shot, well took, all that. And anyways. But I just wouldn't start Rashford because I feel like we're flat with him. And last season, we weren't. Last season, I wanted Rashford to start every game. But this time around, again, you'd imagine he would be back for this game if it's a minor. But you never know. We may not see Rashford until the Crystal Palace game. Look, that wouldn't bother me because I'm not being bad. But when I heard that Rashford was going to be out for the game against Sheffield United, I wouldn't say I was happy, but I was kind of like, okay, nice. Because now let's remove him. Because Ten Hag keeps playing him. I don't know why he's playing him. You're just flogging a dead horse. You don't do that. Drop him. If he's playing poor, you drop him. You don't play him because he's poor, because he's gone through bad form. You drop him. You know, he's not going to learn much from keep playing him when he does nothing. And again, Rashford decision making sometimes be poor. Runs into players. We are a bit more of a threat yesterday going forwards. We had more of the ball, a lot more chances too. I'm not saying that's why, but I just wouldn't start Marcus Rashford because then if you start them and then the result goes wrong or the performance goes wrong for Manchester United, you'd be looking back onto Marcus Rashford, and then the question would be back. The main pressure and question will be back on Eric Ten Hag if it's not on him already. But starting Rashford, and if things go wrong, people are going to be questioning Ten Hag. People are going to be questioning Marcus Rashford's future. People are going to be questioning, you know, the players around them. Why? How come one day we score 4, next day we can barely create a chance or hold on to the ball? You know, I mean, that's, you know, so Ten Hag should do it for his sake. Again, if Rashford's fit to be on the bench, bring him on for 10, 15, 20 minutes if needs be. That's what I do. That's exactly what I do for this game. And look, like I said, I expect us to basically have a lot more of the ball, to have majority of the ball, possession, and I do feel like it'll be similar, but I do think Burnley will have more chance. I feel like we'll have a lot more work to do defensively though than we did against Sheffield United. So yeah, But look, we jump into Burnley. Burnley's form is not the best. 1 win in their previous 5. They drew 2-2 against Chelsea. They drew 1-1 against Wolves. They lost against Everton 1-0. They drew 1-1 against Brighton, and they beat Sheffield United 4-1. So they have 1 win, 3 draws, and 1 loss in the last 5. So it'd be interesting to see how Burnley shape up in this game. They'll come up. They'll try and give us a game. Will they give us a game? I don't know. I am just trying to check if I am right. Yeah, they did draw against Brighton. Their top goal scorer is Jacob Larson, I think it is. With 5. I think I do think Foster is also joined there. So and Darragh O'Shea is the defender with 4 assists. So look, I think Lloyd Foster is probably their danger man. I think he is the danger man. I mean, Burnley relegation troubles. They'll want to win. They need the points. They need the points, because if Burnley lose the next maybe 2 or 3 games and the results go against them, they're done. They're back into the Championship. And you look at Burnley in the Championship last season, and when we found that they were coming up, I think I predicted them to finish 15th or above or something like that. I don't know word for place, position for position. But Burnley, obviously, they're backing with Vincent Kompany. They feel like he can do a job there. Because last season, Burnley played brilliant in the Championship. I know it's Championship, but they played very well. And Vincent Kompany done a good job with them. This season, that's just not to be for Burnley. I know the Premier League is a lot more different. It's a different kettle of fish, different level of difficulty. Of course, they were going to struggle, but you expect them to have something about them. And this season, they just don't. They just don't. But look, how can Burnley beat us? I always say, look at our midfield, because yesterday, if you noticed, against Sheffield, they didn't use the wings a lot. It was direct down the middle. And he had Eriksson and Mainoo, and Eriksson was not up to speed, and Mainoo was not a defensive midfielder. He's a midfielder, but he's not a DM. Can't do it on his own. So big, but that's how I think they could beat us. And again, be a bit more aggressive. Press us. I always say, when you pressure Manchester United and run at them, they struggle big time. It's not hard. And Casemiro's playing out of position. More likely, you might have McTominay in there, who's not really the defensive midfielder. So we are vulnerable. If teams just like Burnley or whatever find their weaknesses or vulnerable spots, they'll have what's the word I'm looking for? Let's just say they'll have freedom. So we'll go through a few stats here in the Premier League. Manchester United's average goal scored per match is 1.55. Average goals conceded per match is 1.52. 8 clean sheets in the Premier League so far this season. Chances created per match 1.58. And Man United are 6th in the Premier League with 53 points with a goal difference of 1. Yeah, not so great. Looking at Burnley's average goal scored per match was 1.9. Average goals conceded per match is 2.3. 2 clean sheets in the Premier League so far this season. Chances created per match 1.15, and they're 19th in the Premier League with 23 points with a goal difference of -22. Look, I'm going to go through my predicted 11. I am going to go through my predicted Manchester United 11. And I'm going to go through why I have these players in this position. Again, I only have one change. So here's my predicted 11 to face Burnley. Here's what I think Ten Hag would put out, not what I'd put out. Onana in goals, a back 4, Dalot left back, Wan-Bissaka right back, and a centre-back partnership of Harry Maguire and Casemiro. Look, Dalot played left back against Sheffield, and I thought he done well. He was kind of inverted coming into the midfield and coming back, which I thought was very well. I like that. Wan-Bissaka is a right back, brilliant, so I'd go with that. The reason why I've always predicted Dalot to play right back, because I thought Ten Hag wasn't going to switch around, but look, do the same, put Dalot left back, have him as an inverted midfielder. Have an extra midfielder in the midfield every now and again wouldn't hurt. I don't know why we don't do that against the bigger teams as well. Say if you have a midfield of Mainoo, Casemiro and Bruno. Have an inverted fullback to have more in the midfield. I don't know why we don't do that every now and again. And then back to a back three, or have maybe someone drop back, and I don't know. A midfield trio are Kobe Mainoo, Scott McTominay, and Bruno Fernandes. Mainoo deserves to start. Bruno deserves to start. McTominay, again, I feel like Ten Hag prefers him over Eriksen. I just don't think Eriksen can play on Wednesday and Saturday. I don't think Eriksen's up to it. Eriksen looked like his time at Manchester United is coming to an end, and I just don't think he has the pace for the Premier League. I think he struggles, to be fair. But one thing I like about Eriksen is, and I said in the watch long, he can pick out a man left, front, and centre, whatever position to fill, but he just hasn't got the legs, unfortunately, anymore. Garnacho on the left, Anthony on the right, and Rasmus Højlund up top. I'd play Ahmad on the right, but I don't think Ten Hag will do it. I think he'll stick with his man, Anthony. Garnacho, I don't see why not. And Rasmus scored against Sheffield, I'm not just saying certain for that, but look, that's basically the attacking line I'd go with to face Burnley. That team, if that team is lined out, that should be more than enough to beat Burnley comfortably. And I'm going to go with a score prediction. I wouldn't say I went ballsy. I don't think it's ballsy. Probably a bit confident, but I'm going to go with a 3-1 win to Manchester United. I do think we'll get the job done against Burnley. 3-1. I'm going to go with, I think Bruno will score. I'm going to go with Bruno, Rasmus, and Garnacho. That's what I'm going to go. I haven't backed Rasmus to score in a long time, so look, let's back him here. But look, this is the predictions. This has been the Manchester United versus Burnley Premier League preview. Please do like the video, comment your predictions, and subscribe. Much appreciated. And please do follow our socials, links in the description, and also hit that notification bell to get notified every time we go live, make and publish a pre-recorded video. This has been the Manchester United versus Burnley Premier League preview. Please join me for the watch along on Saturday from 2:45. And thanks, buddy, for watching. Speak to you all in the next one. Come on, United.